quite a lot of vehicles, and my wife made me a deal that she'd buy this truck for my birthday if I promised not to sell it. That's where this story started. I think one of the things that keeps this truck so popular, maybe kind of relevant, is the fact that it never stays the same. My name's Jim McQuarrie, and this is my 55 Chevy truck that we call Grumpy. It was actually a parts truck of a buddy of mine's that he was using to build a really nice truck. I bought what was left because it had a good front stub under it. The truck was all green, had a big back window, which I don't like. It had some rust, and it was kind of rough. Actually, the first year we had it, it sat at our old house and we decorated it with Christmas lights. It kind of started becoming part of the family right out of the gate. It had a decent subframe underneath it. Jeff Robbins, the guy that did some of the fab work on this thing years ago, actually, me and him went through a junkyard and found this body. It was on like 1.5 tons or 2 ton, great big farm truck looking thing. Actually, he's the one that helped set the body over it. So it's excessively lowered and its body dropped on an 85 half-ton Chevy front clip. I told my wife whatever color body part we're looking for, I'm gonna leave that color when we put it on the truck. So my wife looks through Craigslist and finds these turquoise doors, and they've got some farm stuff written on them. They just had the right color and the right patina to stand off of everything. She goes and picks up the doors for me. We are trying to figure out what to put on them. The old farm stuff that was on it, most of it sanded off pretty easy. And of all places, she found something on Pinterest. It was Grumpy Ed's is what it said, and it had some brass knuckles. I kind of wanted this truck around for, you know, the granddaughters, and it was more of a family truck than it ever has been, you know, anything angry. We put Grumpy Jim's Speed Shop on it. There's no speed shop. There was never a phone number, an address. We did put our hometown on it, but never anything else. The bed was still turquoise at first, and I cut the bed up so bad trying to make bigger tires fit under it that we ended up just hanging it on the wall. It was wrecked when I got done with it. It was completely useless. You can't stretch a bed and make the tailgate look right because it says Chevrolet in the middle of it. So I gave up on that. We kept the tailgate. It's the only piece of the truck we got left other than the subframe. We had a trailer that I had bought that was meant to be pulled behind this truck when we got it done and put like a barbecue grill and, you know, lawn chairs and stuff to take to a car show. And that ended up needing to be a bed because I ruined the other one. First version, 454, turbo 400, and a 12 volt. Second version is where the truck kind of starts looking more like it does now. Tubbed it, started reinforcing the frame, put a comically big set of nitrous solenoids on it that Jeff Robbins had made. Put a 406 in it with a Pro Charger on it. It started feeling like something to me and the people at the car shows and stuff like that. So Grumpy started getting little tattoos here and there, started getting a little more pinstriping. My wife is from Kansas, I'm from Missouri, and we did that all through the truck. All Missouri tags on my side, all Kansas tags on her side. Some of the stickers are meaningful in it because my grandkids put them on wrong. We wrote some silly stuff on the floors that you got to actually look for. Just did a lot of things that were kind of quirky and meaningful to us at the time. The ProCharge 406 was kind of, it was fun, it was loud, it got a lot of attention, it did great burnouts. And the main thing it was drivable. And I really took that for granted because after that, I put a high compression 468 in it, not drivable. I thought that sucked bad enough that I put a 615 in it with a lot of compression, and it was worse. And I missed driving the truck so much that we scrapped all that stuff and put something I swore I'd never have in anything, and it's an LS. Imagine that. I gotta say, the LS is quite a little motor. We found a LS from actually I bought it off Marketplace. Guy had it in a race car. Probably ran better than my big blocks. Turbo, 5.3, you know, basically a truck motor with some good rods and pistons in it. And put that in it, and all of a sudden it became drivable again, and we drove it everywhere. First rendition of this was a couple 67 millimeter turbos, and it had like an arm crossing on the front of it. It looked cool. It was a little rougher than I wanted. It wasn't. It's a lot cleaner right now. This version here, Nate Boyer at Cultured Customs and his right-hand guy Jacob did this job, and they did an amazing job. It's very clean. He also put the clear coat on it against his better judgment. I had to fight him on that one. The two-man saw in the front was actually hanging up in a shop that we bought in Independence, and we try to keep stuff just randomly in case it looks good on something later, and this actually fit the bill. I couldn't find, I put a piece of sheet metal in there and I didn't like the looks of it, so we actually cut the handles off, and I ended up having to take it to a machine shop. So you guys probably already know how hard they are. I didn't, and I ruined a whole set of drill bits. I can tell you that everybody, including me, hates this thing when you get your foot stuck under it. I've ruined a lot of shoes on this thing. So has everybody else that's touched it. The guy that did my doors actually passed away a few years ago, and he had done several of the little doodads on the inside of this thing. It's got double nickels on the dash for a 55. And I know everybody that's watching this that knows anything about 55 Chevy trucks, I know this is not a 55 grill, so don't get in an uproar that this isn't a 55, because the title says it is. This front clip is probably a late 56, but truck's a 55. The double nickels though were kind of special because it has my birth year on one and her birth year on the other. I had a sticker actually on the back window that says honk if anything falls off. And technically that was the only thing that completely fell off the truck, so we painted it back on. But the flywheels are on there to actually hold the steps, because I did step on one of the steps to clean the back windows, because the only thing to really clean on this truck is either the motor or the windows. So I was cleaning the back window and the step broke off. A buddy of mine figured out a quirky way of mounting it back up, and it was by cutting up an old flywheel that we had trashed on something else. Out back we've got what's been probably the main attraction for the longest time is the triple bottle nitrous holder that has a whole bunch of stuff in it. It has moon eyes in it, it has 55 in it, it has a biohazard sign in it. Once again, that was a Jeff Robbins thing. He got crazy on his plasma cutter and made that nitrous bottle bracket, actually against my wishes. He made it and put it on the truck, and I fell in love with it. The truck's always just been kind of too much. That's kind of the basis of it. It's to start a conversation at a gas station. It's to, you know, every place you go, somebody wants to take a picture of it, talk about it. Their uncle's got one that looks just like it sitting out in the field. I think that's the draw to this truck, is it's something that everybody thinks they can build. And I'm ashamed to say that I have a ridiculous amount of money in making this truck look so crappy. This is just my opinion, but I think one of the things that keeps this truck so popular, maybe kind of relevant, is the fact that it never stays the same. The overall colors and everything stay the same, but there's enough things that change on it on a fairly regular basis. I usually don't leave an engine combination alone for a year. So even people that had seen it at the World of Wheels last year, they know if they come look at this truck, there's going to be something different on it. Probably something dramatic. That was kind of my take on it. I noticed people started looking for different things every year, and so I kind of just wanted to keep kicking it up a notch. Next year, 2 turbos are not enough. They are to really make horsepower, I know. We've got some faster cars sitting around. This one is not the fastest one in the world. It is super fun. It does great rolling burnouts. But it's probably going to have 4 turbos on it and an insane amount of plumbing for this next year. Even though my wife can complain about how much money I spent, I still kept the truck.